Hello and welcome to the Classics Lab. Today we will be talking about how to make a flashcard for Latin verbs. To make a flashcard for a Latin verb, you must start with the dictionary entry. The dictionary entry of a Latin verb includes 4 principal parts. This means that you will write 4 words on the Latin side of your flashcard. Memorizing all 4 principal parts of a Latin verb is extremely important. It will help you as the student identify verb forms correctly. Knowing the principal parts of a Latin verb gives you the ability to make any form that verb could be in Latin. The first principal part will always be the present active indicative of a verb. This usually ends in the letter O. It's especially important to know the first principal part of a verb because this is what is used to list the verb alphabetically in a Latin dictionary. The second principal part will always be the present active infinitive, and this will usually end in the letters RE. The third principal part is the perfect active indicative form of the verb, and this usually ends with a long I. The fourth principal part is the perfect passive participle, and depending on the editor of the dictionary, it will either end in us or So for the Latin side of your flashcard, you will be listing 4 principal parts. And most of them will follow this pattern. But Latin loves to be irregular, so there are irregular verbs that do not follow this pattern. The opposite side of your flashcard will have the English translations. If a verb has more than one translation, then I always recommend writing down at least 3 to 5 different meanings of this word. Now let's see what this actually looks like on a flashcard. Here we have the verb amo. As you can see, there are 4 different words written out because these are the 4 principal parts. Amo, amare, amavi, amatus. This is what the Latin side of your flashcard should look like. The opposite side of the flashcard for amo should look like this: to love, like, be fond of. This verb, amo, can have multiple meanings depending on the context, so I picked 3 to include on the English side of my flashcard. Here's another way you can write the Latin side of your flashcard: amo, amare, amavi, amatus, and then you can see here there's a number 1 in parentheses. This means amo is a first conjugation verb. This is not necessary, but some people like to write it. If you know how to use the second principal part, amare, to identify the conjugation of a verb, then writing this number is not necessary. Here's just another example of a verb from a different conjugation family: habeo, habere, habui, habitus. In the English side, to have, hold, consider. Now I know a lot of Latin textbooks don't throw the principal parts of a verb at a brand new student right off the bat. Usually you memorize just individual verbs and what they mean in English. I still suggest you write your Latin flashcard like this because you need to get into the habit, and starting to memorize the principal parts early on makes it easier down the road. So if you are learning Latin from a book that just has you memorize verb forms and their English translations in the beginning, I suggest your flashcards look like this. The Latin side should still have all 4 principal parts. Underneath the principal parts, you can write the individual forms of that verb that your book wants you to memorize. Then on the English side, still give the generic translations in English, and underneath it, include the specific translations for those specific verbs that your book wants you to memorize.